Don't you love how all the thoughts now on TikTok and stuff are saying they're Odinists and shit? And neo-pagans? Doesn't it make you feel good?
Because they saw one time somebody had some fucking black makeup over their eyes, and they're like, "That's the coolest."
Apparently that's not a thing that they actually did a lot, Nordic. Like the cultural thing. With the eye makeup. Apparently they didn't do it a lot, like, above the neck. You would know better than I would, though. There was an archaeologist who did a video on it, and it was really funny.
That's all right. Because we're not here to talk about modern paganism. We're here to talk about the one true God, the God Emperor of mankind.
Lucifer?
I mean, possibly.
Dad's here?
Papa?
Finally. Oh no, neo-pagans can burn. Jesus, they're annoying as shit. They're like vegans.
Your dad looks like the guy from that Tapatio bottle.
I will fucking end your life. At least you don't think he's a black preacher like someone else does. Oh, you guys are all gonna start doing mispronunciations of everything? What have we caused in the chat room
keep
tonight?
my options open.
I'm just looking at you.
Where are you? Because it spawned me like way across. Okay, there we are. Where are you? Are you walking around?
No, I don't have a character yet. I think you either have to relinquish control of one of the characters.
Do you want to be Dommy Mommy? The Haitian?
I would rather be Abelard.
Sometimes. You consult
Abelard is the boy.
Okay, see if you can take control of him? Let me see if I can figure this out. How do I give you control?
Keep your wits about you.
There's gotta be a way.
Oh, once we actually, like, play the game, you would have had, like, a thing to list who gets to play where. And which characters get to, like, who gets to get.
Do we have to start all over again?
No, we don't have to. We're about to hit the boss mode, and from there we can get a fucking mercenary that I can take over.
Should I divine our next step?
Oh, so you can't take care. You can't take over anybody.
And fortune favor the bold.
Can you see?
The Emperor sets my path.
Oh yeah, I can see you. I can see you standing right here. I'm literally looking. Also, there's a corpse like right in the middle of that fucking circle.
Make your eyes bleed and blood curdle.
Hold tab. You'll see the
comedy.
body. Yeah, there you go.
By the way, I found out Dommy Mommy you cannot date. And everyone's pissed about that.
Argenta, you can't have some bare sister feet on your ship? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, apparently she's undateable.
Goj Van Dyer would be pissed.
People are legitimately mad over it.
Let us not dawdle.
So where
you should be able to plow her for the Emperor. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So head up to the...
Yeah.
Yeah, head up to the throne. There you go.
You want to play him?
Oh. Yeah, I just was looking at something. Apparently I can ping things.
Oh god, you're just going to spend the entire time ping, 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 ping.
Eivor, Master Helmsman. System status report. I like Abelard. He's sweet. This guy. What do you think? Southern? Should he be just the redneck that drives the ship?
He's just the unhappy redneck because he's mad his ship is ruined? Hell yeah.
By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal. Jesus Christ.
Dude.
Living and breathing. The white-haired man with sickly pale skin salutes you. Well, there's a tricky question. The whole place is so overgrown with foul wickedry, we'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
How did you people survive in here?
The man glances around the bridge. Must have been Providence. Better have been the Emperor's, not someone else's. when they barge in. I'm just saying, there's a right type of person for the Emperor. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make some real bad jokes if I keep doing this voice. The ones with the Master of Whispers, some officers charged them, but it wasn't even a fight. I grabbed whoever I could and dragged them behind the cogitators. Then I prayed for our rescue.
You found the smartest motherfucker on this entire ship. Fuck it and hide. We need to reestablish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. It is our only chance of escaping from the warp.
I can still hear you, asshole.
Your words seem to knock the officer out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking. Is he grabbing him, or is he just smacking him?
Fucking smacked him.
Holy shit.
Abelard just smacked the shit out of that guy.
Boom! I just smacked my fucking thing off my neck. Ow!
Quit crying, you little bitch, and just slapped him in the mouth.
Oh, it's okay, Kiwi. I scared my puppy. Give me a minute. It's alright, bud.
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. Abelard pauses for a few seconds before turning to you. Sachi, you may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valencias. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence. He directs your attention upward, to the throne that sits at the apex of the tall staircase.
What you're saying, bitch, is I am now the Lord Captain and you are mine.
Yeah, basically.
And get that Dommy Mommy over here, too. There is gonna be a mod to date her. You wait and see.
Sister, the Lord Captain has requested you take off your shoes on the bridge. In case you're wondering, that is a joke on actual lore.
No, Mike just eyed me. He just got home. Oh, good. The redneck
Take the
comes
Lord,
back.
yeah, right? He even says it like a redneck. Take the Lord Captain's seat. Order the final preparations. Wait for the officers to report. Blah, blasted all to the void. Translation is a craft, not something to be explained in a tick. Just go up to the throne, Mr. Sachi. These people are about to do the impossible. The least they deserve is the solace of seeing a figure sitting in the usual spot. Please hurry. Every second we waste is a terrible risk. Just get your ass up there.
All right, all right. We live.
Hey,
No,
That's his way of saying hi.
it's a mic.
are you practicing for the old folks home thing?
Technically, that's our navigator in this one, but yeah, totally. It's
Actually,
the same voice.
Aren't you the only person that doesn't sound like an old person because you're just like a tabaxi with mange?
The image
but
before you is hazy, swaying as sorcerous currents, invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing, while still remaining the same. It has taken the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire. The other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice deep seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears. And this voice booms with all the horrors of the warp. Oh, hi, Slanesh.
How the fuck are you reading that?
What do you
Do
mean?
you want me to do the evil Theodora now that you're not her?
Go for it. I know whose voice you're going to use.
I'll try and mix it up a little bit. Did you?
I fucking dare you to continue that.
I can't. It's
I was
gonna
gonna say,
hurt.
did your mic just cut out the second you hit that octave?
No, I turned it off.
He couldn't
Oh,
continue
okay.
it. Because his girlfriend will walk in and smack him, probably.
Just do Syra. There you go.
That's what I was thinking, is you were going to do Syra.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely. Did you stand in the path of another's destiny only to steal it? You accepted the call of the primordial truth and claimed that fate as your own. So be it. I wove the threads of destiny and held out my hand to you when the flame arose in your path. You took it, and, in doing so, sealed your fate. In the future, you will repay me for this boon in full.
Nope, we're fucked.
You know, to be honest, she makes a lot more sense for the 40k universe.
A little bit.
It resonates and merges with the voices that have already dug their foul roots into your consciousness. A moment later, you realize that all these voices are the myriad manifestations of the same call that has finally invaded your mind.
Oh god, it's the IRS.
You're to blame for Theodora's death. The vision lets out a cawing laugh.
I am the beginning and the end, and all that courses in between. I am the voice of the truth that is destined to triumph, for this triumph is the terminal point of every twisted maze of fate. Oh, it's fucking Starscream! Your head begins to spin and viscous drops slither down your cheeks. You blink. You are no longer looking at Theodora. It is the traitor Voidveer. Just as fluid and ephemeral as the previous apparition, the same terrifying voice seethes from his lips. How did I do his? It was
basically Starscream.
The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured and the steps chosen, and yet you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection!
I don't know enough about Warhammer to make any jokes. The image is scattered by invisible sorceress winds, and you see Idira, her eyes aglow with the same sinister flame. Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility, the thread that will help you find the keys to salvation, the thread that will guide you, and the weapon of our return to me. What?
Here you go, Mike.
Oh, thank you, God.
A cavalcade of
thank
hazy
you,
glimpses
God.
of a future yet unknown passes before your eyes. A flash of crimson, purple. The images replace one another in a violent kaleidoscope without ever letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling mirage, you see a twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty. The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
For like 10 minutes, they've just been tapping you like, wake the fuck up.
Hey, bitch. Hey, you gotta drive? Why are you asleep? Uh-oh. Desynchronization was detected. Open the cooperative Okay. It apparently kicked me out.
Alright, try to rejoin. Let me kick your ass out and then you can try to rejoin.
I have been kicked from the lobby.
You deserved it. If
Is
we
it
have
the same
time
code?
tonight, like I said, yeah, I think it's a different one. Yeah, it's a different one. If we have time tonight, we'll do an indie. If not, like I said, we'll save it all for Saturday. Are you fucking echoing?
Not me.
No.
Oh, I've been sharing the wrong screen. I'm an actual idiot.
That's why I was saying earlier, like, how the fuck are you reading this? It's tiny!
Oh, I was in the game with her because the co-op mode's really fucking
No,
weird.
I didn't realize I was still just sharing my fucking screen from when I was doing horrible things with AI.
I was about to say it was the screen from streaming on X.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think after this scene you can jump in. I think it's doing that.
Okay,
Yeah.
no worries. Let me pop out the screen that you're streaming.
Now that I've realized I'm an idiot.
That's okay. Abelard nods absent-mindedly, then navigating
fucking Discord.
The navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valencia's flagship. We will honor his memory along with that of all who died this day.
I mean, we could always all go back to Skype.
We still have trillions of tiny party hats down in the deck. Sir, the party hats are destroyed. Dear God.
Not the party hats. Take the children first.
We shall truly have a day of mourning. Raver does not look away. He is giving you a hard stare, his white brows furrowed. Why do they have to be white? What's going on, man? Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
I mean, he's southern, so being white makes sense. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one.
Probably.
We've almost made far worse.
This is
tonight.
also the Imperium.
As first officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty.
I'll certainly never remember her annals.
By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision,
Should we say nothing? Fuck it and take it.
Do it. You want to be a captain?
I want to be a captain.
Then don't say
what
anything.
happens when like one dude shows up to Congress and everybody else doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, technically, you're supposed to get jumped in. Oh, no,
it
wait,
is
I'm
hereby
confusing that with a
declared
criminal
that the
organization.
successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lady. It is because of her toils that we all still live.
Look, I just shot a giant monster. I love that I'm still taking notes in my icon.
She's just like, fuck, I gotta remember all of your names now?
The deed is done, mistress. My apologies. I meant to say, Lord Captain.
I think after this you'll be able to join. Oh, I liked like the drawn style of this.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost.
It's a toaster fucker.
Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained,
steering wheel.
for the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. At the cost of many sacrifices made by the Lord Captain in the name of her own ambitions.
Oh, it could just be an orator? Maybe. I just think it's funny if it's a toaster fucker. Apparently, like I've said, that pissed off a lot of people last time I made that joke.
He could just have a Vox, like the Vox Master, a Vox grill instead of a mouth, because a lot of them get, like, bionic replacement parts. But yeah, let's be honest.
Toaster fucker.
Are they turning the dead guy into a tank, or is this not where that happens?
This right here on this part of the deck is not where that happens. But that does happen.
Neat.
I think after this you'll be able to
Fucking
jump in.
seat turns
I want
around.
another, I want another Captain Pool.
Deep shadows of weariness can be seen on Abelard's face. Though the old officer's eyes are keen, they rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, then mutters to himself, then nods to himself. Well then, your ladyship.
Look, bitch, you're the one that voted me in for this job. Don't be giving me the stink eye.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Abelard is the best boy. You cannot help but notice the Seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else entirely is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing your smile, Abelard pulls himself together. Jesus Christ.
I just saw all the
asking for
questions.
help here. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by the deputy's deputy's deputy, while others go unfilled entirely. And now the Dex clan, the Deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crew.
You brought in the Space Donald people, didn't you?
Listen, we went over the border and we asked if they could work, and they said yes. So now there's a lot of mariachi from the lower decks.
Oh, Jesus, it sounds like my neighborhood.
I dance around the Mexican hat.
Oh, you have
Maybe
no
not.
idea how annoying that is at 2 in the morning. Well, no,
It's
Arch
probably
might.
better-
What's
Go
more
ahead.
annoying, mariachi music or me snoring?
Surprising I'll take the snoring if I get sleep medicine.
There you go.
I still think it's funny that Mossy was just looked over at me and just said quietly, "Damn." Oh my God.
Better not find a fucking Corona on my deck, you son of a bitch.
How did we come to
Just-
lose so many officers?
fault.
Wow. Hey, I know we were just, attacked by heretics, but can you explain it again to me?
Listen, I've had head trauma.
I
Can
mean, I
you tell
have.
me why this is happening? It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. No shit, that's what happens in a mutiny. Thanks, Abelard. They knew exactly whom they were looking for. Yeah, the leaders, and where they could be found, where leaders are. Which is unsurprising, given that their informant on board was our master of whispers. Abelard grimaces. Just so fucking...
No, I just read the chat. Is that true? Snosberry's British slang for naughty stuff?
You,
Yeah, Snosberries, do you want to know what Roald Dahl actually explained what Snosberries were?
Yes, because I didn't know that.
So, Snosberry, they're not a real thing. They're something he created, but he created the definition for it as well. So, there was another thing that he wrote. It was, I believe it was called The Great Fornicator. And in it, a woman compares Snosberries to male genitalia.
God, I love him. Why the fuck not?
I believe the actual quote was, "I grabbed his snosberries." I believe that, I'm paraphrasing a bit, but I believe that is the actual quote.
It's amazing. I'm gonna use that. That's great. I need someone who writes porn games. I need that as a description because I will die. Because I will forget this conversation and then read it and die.
Let's get somebody who's British.
Close enough. Took me a week to this part, so that question is valid. What is the agenda for this meeting? Wow, we just don't pay the fuck attention to anything he says.
she's been writing in the book the whole time, just
dear
not listening.
God, man.
I'm writing my fanfic about Argenta.
I'm so glad I didn't take a drink, you dick.
Reports on the condition of the crew, the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort. Jesus. Even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your ladyship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they, in turn, will have the honor of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain.
Who will be too busy writing fan fictions?
Just, And then Argenta kissed Idrin. Just the filthiest smut in that
And
book.
then Captain Thule showed up in the armor.
Oh, is this a crossover episode?
I must do everything to you.
And then the Borg showed up.
You stop right now.
But it's only the Patrick Stewart one. Nobody else showed up, it's just him, so it's a proper one.
You don't get 7 of 9?
No, you don't get the hot half Borg one. You get the one that actually knows how to do Shakespeare.
I mean, we can make him do Shakespeare, that's fine.
I don't know if I'd ever want to see a Borg do Shakespeare. That would just be horrifying.
I would fucking pay to see that, let's be real. And then, nah, well, that joke would be way too obvious. Fuck it, the Cybermen showed up.
I do like your character.
The only thing that would have made it worse is if you had said Dalek showed up.
I couldn't, that's why I stopped myself. I'm like, I can't say it, it's too obvious.
Fucking trash cans.
I love how fucking egregious that the one that you just chose was like, wait a minute, Lord Captain, aren't I Lady Captain? There is no mistake, your ladyship. Lady Theodora before you was also the Lord Captain. Huge cock. Do not take your title literally. Think of it as a sacred rank that remains unchanging no matter who bears the warrant. You have been chosen by the God Emperor to carry the honorable burden of the rogue trader. High Gothic, whence this title originates, is a highly formal language, and so a certain level of inflexibility is to be expected. So, just for future reference, anytime you introduce yourself, you're a dude.
Yeah, you know why they put that entire thing in here? So that people wouldn't bitch like 2-year-olds.
Or they did it to be snarky.
Probably both. They probably had somebody on the dev team go like, he should be lady if you're picking a girl.
Listen here, your gender doesn't matter in the 41st millennium.
This is the fucking Imperium!
They're trying to
Nobody
change
gives
it.
a shit.
They're
The
trying.
world
They've been trying to force female space marines for like years now.
They already have those. It's called the battle systems.
They don't count because they're not the blueberries. You have to make them the blueberries because everyone knows the blueberries. By the way, I'm not joking. That is actually why.
It's all because
You're
of
not
fucking
far off.
Ultramarines. That's the whole fucking reason. It's not Blood Ravens, it's fucking Ultramarines again.
Nobody wants. Only. I have been told something about the Ultramarines, and I will stay away from that joke. Only retards like the Ultramarines. I also forgot to give you your
Blueberries.
Ultramarines thing, Mike.
I mean, I
hell,
like
why do you
the
hear?
I mean, I like the Ultramarines.
No, I that's what I was told by Mossy. And then I told him that you like the Ultramarines.
I mean, they're not my favorite. Don't get me wrong, but I don't hate them.
Nobody actually likes the
favorite
Ultramars.
My favorite are still the Black Templars because their shit's fun. They're just scamming the fucking system.
They can't. The IRS can't catch us if we never live somewhere, motherfuckers.
It's Helbrecht in his little fucking den.
They can't audit you on taxes if you've never paid them before.
I just like the Blood Ravens. Nice car. You mean my car? Just fucking running around like magpies stealing everything that's shiny.
That's the Blood Ravens.
Yes, I like them.
Yeah, no, the Blood Ravens are definitely the fucking kleptomaniacs.
I have like an entire meme folder that Minuteman has sent me of just Blood Raven jokes because I said I like them.
That's like half of what the fucking war games are, the RTS games.
My favorite one is the fucking Ultramarine driving up, and then the next scene is just the Blood Raven in there, and the Ultramarine standing outside like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, the Ultramarines are what you send in if you want to fucking murder everything that lives. That's what you do. If you want to grab shiny objects, you send in the Blood Ravens. And if you just want to overwhelm people with egregiously high numbers of armored space marines and destroy everything in sight, you send in Black Templars.
I would have thought you would have liked the ones that just steal everything. You fucking
like
Luke
Blood
Goblin?
Raven. I like Blood Ravens. I love the Dawn of War games, especially 1 and 2.
Smurfs have only done one good thing, made the Star Dragons. The Ultramarine ripoffs of Salamanders. Isn't Salamanders like the fire unit?
No, the Salamanders are the
a
green
different-
Space Marines, and they are generally coal black with red eyes.
Oh, are they the ones that's leader is the good boy, like the really nice good boy?
Yeah, Vulcan.
Yeah, he's the good boy. I remember that from the thingy that Minuteman showed me. He's always happy and he's a good boy. Nobody hates him.
Which are the ones that came off of the vampire planet?
That's the Blood Angels.
There you
And
go.
Sanguinius, the aptly named vampire. BT dubs, Sanguinius kind of fits in a sort of like... He died as a martyr for the sins of Horus, and they created a holiday, and the big vampire angel is their Santa Claus now.
That's why Minute said happy Sanguius.
Sanguinala. Yeah.
I didn't get it. I don't know a lot about Warhammer, and I don't have the memory capacity to learn a lot. So I try.
That's why I'm here. That's
Yeah,
why I'm here for you.
I remembered the Rogue Trader thing you told me, though.
Yeah, you fucking did.
If you succeeded in tracking him
Can
down.
lives. Stomp, stomp.
That's you.
But no worries, friends. We will have a Space Marine friend in this game. But D, none of the above. We get one of the Space Furries.
What?
And
There are
Mike, I would
space-
love for you...
Oh, the space the wolves.
Yeah.
The ones who their original ones got banned because it has like fur on it, so then they said no to it. Like you have to get new
Peter
figures.
got pissy. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that because one of the shops here had one on display and they had to take it down because they didn't want to get in trouble.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is still on me. Okay. Abelard grits his teeth. No, Lord Captain. In all the commotion, his trail went cold. Oh, they're talking about Voigtveer running away. Our people are still in the hunt for him, and any mutineers who may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors. But, frankly, I would not be surprised to hear that we are now one shuttle short. I'm afraid that it will be some time before he answers for all he has wrought. Abelard, that's very specific.
Abelard, there's an altogether more pressing problem. I do not wish to be a rogue trader, and I just want to write my shitty fanfics.
Wait a minute. Abelard? I don't wanna.
I wish that was just the thing. I don't want to.
The old officer gasps and looks at you oddly. I do agree that your elevation to your new status was rather precipitous. I assure you that there are good reasons for it. Not least the fact that without a Lord Captain the ship would be destined for naught but disaster. But I digress. You fresh behind the ears piece of shit. I mean, Lord Captain, it's so lovely to have you.
Man, I was about to become a manager at Space Donald's, and now I'm this. Fuck yeah. Now I can just buy Space Donald's.
Mom, the toilet's clogged again. It's the manager's duty to unclog the toilet.
Fuck you, I own a spaceship. Clean your own shit.
Fuck, alright, we're gonna keep pooping in the toilet, boys.
Abelard's voice softened slightly. You do not have a choice, Archie. You are the named heir of the Rogue Trader, and your fate is predetermined. Besides, you stupid little bitch, I mean, Lord Captain. The Seneschal lowers his voice. If Conrad is guilty of the deaths of any other candidates, then his assassins must still be there, waiting. I doubt they are reckless enough to attack you if you're draped in the mantle of the Rogue Trader. But if you were to disembark on the ship wearing only the status of an ordinary servant of the Emperor, your shit might get rocked.
I do not care or refuse. I'm not that stupid. I shall endeavor. Fuck it and give me the money.
Abelard nods deferentially. We all have burdens to carry in the name of the God Emperor, Sachi.
I'm ready to start the briefing. Just go get me my eye mask.
With a gesture, Abelard relays the order to the adjutants at the far end of the magnificent chamber. I mean, it looks kind of shitty right now, but okay.
Yeah, no, it looks like it needs just a... I mean, look at that! You burnt the rug, and there's that spot there. Man, this is gonna take so much cleaning. And...
Unfortunately, the Roomba is archaeotech. It is lost technology.
I've always wanted a Roomba. A dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, the expression revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. All of you get fucked.
Attention officers, you have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Sochi von Valencius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports.
I love that you can just be a dick.
Yeah, oh, sis, you gotta run in, like, here's the thing, you're already going chaos. Do you want to be a good person and chaotic at the same time?
Yes, it confuses the gods of chaos. Think about it. You're an evil fuck, but you still listen to your henchmen.
Gods here work.
One god's about fucking, one god's about pestilence. I don't know, isn't there one about anger?
So, the primary chaos gods, I say primary because I'm not going to get into an argument about the other guy. Slanesh is not just the god of pleasure, she is the god of excess. Anything in excess. Even art in excess. Like, even, she's basically the patron god of artists. Yeah. It's well known that Fulgrim, Primarch of the Emperor's Children chapter, who all went chaos, funnily enough, would walk around shirtless with nipple rings and do paintings on his ship before he fell to chaos. Then there's Korn, who is martial prowess and bloodshed and combat. He's skulls for the Skull Throne, anger for the Anger Boy. Nurgle is my favorite. Nurgle's just the fucking neckbeard that won.
He got a hot girlfriend, too.
That's why. He managed to capture his waifu, and now they hang out together.
She makes him tendies, and he likes it.
He is, I like that intention. Follower of Sinesh can do anything except stop. So Nurgle is like natural order, the cycle of life, pestilence, disease, and that kind of thing, but he's also like decay and stagnation. So keeping things the same would also empower him. And Tzeentch is the bird boy, he's the big chicken, he's the god of change and hope and like all kinds of other fucky stuff.
Who's Malal? Malala.
Yeah, that's the one that doesn't exist. That's the one I'm not talking about.
They said they lost him in a lawsuit? What?
Just like the other two Primarchs, he doesn't exist.
He scratches his neckbeard and he purrs.
Oh yeah, he 100% makes her dress up as a cat girl.
Hey, you guys want to see how fast I can anger the chat? So, how do you guys like the fact that the God Emperor didn't create the Primarchs, that it was a chick? Don't drop out of my call.
I hovered over the button.
That was really fucking stupid. I've only heard about that, and apparently everyone really hates it.
So, just as a preview of the design decisions in the past 5 to 10 years of 40K, hey, remember that really, really fast little speeder ship that sort of looked like the one from Star Wars, in fact called a land speeder? Because it speeds over land? Ha, you're wrong. It's called a land speeder because the guy who found it is named Land.
That isn't...
You've told me that before.
And he also found the one for the Raider. Land Raider. It's not because it raids land, which is what it does. It's because...
I don't know if you're fucking with me or not.
He's not.
I am so not.
I hate everything. Arkan Land has been around since the 80s, they're saying.
He absolutely has.
That is absolutely correct.
But the confirmation of the name was to suit the purposes of the fucking... Their whole thing when they changed the Eldari from Eldar and the Dark Eldar to the Drukari and all the shifts to the new things so they could trademark it.
Why did they change the Eldar, though? I like that name.
Because they can't trademark it.
Oh, they're still doing that bullshit?
That's why the Astra Militarum. Astra Milo, what? You're in the fucking guard, son.
Lore point for their land speeder was made in the 2nd edition. That lore point for the land speeder was made in the 2nd edition. Which edition are we on now?
10th. Going on 11th, probably. I think it's still in the 10th because they just shit-canned everything.
Oh, Eldar is a Tolkien word. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons why. It's kind of like how D&D got away with using orcs and halflings. Actually, originally they were called... Actually, they did almost get sued because originally the halflings were hobbits.
I love the fact Doom has based several of the enemies off of D&D and never got fucking caught, and they've never shut up about it.
It's probably because they already explored the idea of pushing that lawsuit, and they're like, yeah, unfortunately they changed too much, we can't do it.
Yep, cacodemons are based off beholders.
Yeah, that's not shocking to me at all, but I mean, really the only thing they have in common is the body shape.
As you wish, your ladyship. Abelard points to a slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Vidris Surrey Utter of the Ptoleman line, our new Voxmaster.
Nice. Okay. I think after all this, maybe you'll be able to join?
You gotta get through the briefing.
I was gonna say, that's absolutely why. They cut you out because of that. Because it probably would look weird to have 2 of us on here.
Oh, what, is this me now?
Go for it.
I don't know. You can do it or I can. I don't care.
I heard you whisper, you're like, here it is. I thought you said, here it is, Mike.
I did. I said, come on, Mike.
Okay, hang on a second. Bossmatcher Vigdis. He looks like he's pretty fucked up in the face.
She. Yeah.
Oh, it's a she?
Are you assuming it's gender?
Well, Abelard introduced it as her.
I could only do 3
Do the voice you want to do. I know exactly which voice you're going with.
It's an honor to serve your ladyship. The Voxmaster offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them. As well as external sources, I am your eye and mouth, Lord Captain. You want a cigarette?
Did anybody notice it got a lot more Jersey in here?
Just every time the comms come on, you hear that voice, and just everyone turns off the comms. It does have a mullet, yes.
She's got a cable mullet. Beside her is Revor, the master helmsman. He steers our ship. You met him earlier. He's a redneck. Along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or pirate trap. Or, hit shit in general. Space is big.
I mean, this ship's big enough, we could just run over a couple other ships. They won't care, right?
We're actually in, like, a mid to light series spaceship.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, like, aren't the large ones like the size of cities?
Well, we have about 26,000, about 20,000 souls on our ship. But, yeah, the bigger ones can get 50k and a few 100k upwards. Like, the scales are ridiculous. We're in a mid-sized ship the size of
We're doing this shit
entire
Godzilla does where every fucking time he gets bigger.
No, we're just in Manhattan flying through space.
Sweet. We can at least get a good bagel. The Voxmaster will make
This
it.
is a frigate.
Speaking of the redneck.
Oh god, the bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, large dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face gives a sullen nod. Hail, Lord Captain. This here's ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief.
Is that why you were hiding during the whole thing?
you know, I had a thing to do with, I had to steal some copper piping, because, you know, make moonshine down in the south deck.
You're one of Champ's
What?
characters.
You want a cigarette?
Is it a cigarette or is it something else?
It's this one. I forgot which one this is. 50-50 shot.
I'll take it.
And
Sweet.
lastly, a High Factorum Janris Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and general material well-being of the ship. Mike, I think you're gonna love this guy. He is a fat, scheming fuck.
So Ratso?
He seemed no. Ratso's not fat.
Is he? I thought he was.
Look at when she hits.
No,
There
he's
he
just
is.
a rat.
There he is.
Where is he?
Right here.
Oh no! I see.
Oh, he's gay.
That dude.
You want to do the "It's an honor, your ladyship"? You want to do a little bit of that? I can do that one.
I'll do it.
Hey,
Fuck
Dave.
you people. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavy-set man with oiled hair offers a smile and bows. It's an honor, your ladyship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. You give me a chance to do the Snape voice and I'm gonna take it.
It's just hedonism bot.
Yeah, no. Basically, except if hedonism bot was a chick.
Oh, yes.
In the second row, we have 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard, the Infernus Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship, and lastly, the Drives Master, servant of the Omnissiah.
God's here?
That's so. Yes and no.
We
The Omnissiah
we
is.
turn Jesus into a metal god?
This is a much more violent Jesus.
Yeah, he. So the Omnissiah is like the machine spirit god, sort of, but also the Emperor, but sometimes not. There
They
are
don't
sects
fucking
of
know
the...
what he is.
No, well, shorthand, the Emperor rolled up onto Mars and was able to perform miracles with machines. So about half of them believe that he is basically the Jesus of the machine god. And that's what they call him, is the Omnissiah.
So, hear me out. Is he the Doomslayer?
Who? The Emperor?
Yes, because he was on Mars.
No. Because he was on Earth, and then he kicked the shit out of it, and then he went to Mars afterwards. This would have been post-Doomslayer.
Damn.
And yes, there is also the theory that the, or I guess it's semi-lore, depends on who you really believe, that inside of Mars is a Catan shard, like an old, think Cthulhu god who controls machines, called the Void Dragon.
Yeah, somebody mentioned Void Dragon. I was about to ask about that.
And he might be the reason why there are literals, like, it's not just superstition. These ships and stuff literally do have, like, nascent AI and things like that they call machine spirits. So whenever somebody, like, plugs into the ship and they're like, yeah, the machine spirit really wanted to murder somebody, sometimes cars just go on murder sprees because they're, like, they want to.
Oh, so they're all made by Tesla. So I'm gonna get kicked off X.
Yeah, I was about to say you might not want to. You might not want to poke that one.
It's only
You
run
just
out.
got on here.
Yeah. You got my money.
Created
Fuck
the
'em.
Omnissiah? That's why we're trying to go to Mars. Oh, Elon Musk is actually the Emperor.
God, if that actually happened.
I'm surprised no
weird.
one's already started making that joke.
Well, I mean, he'd also have to clone it. Well, no, he probably has cloned himself a bunch of times. We just don't know about it.
The 3
And he could
officers
probably
delusion.
develop the exosuit, honestly, if he wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is doable.
Yeah, no shit. I want to see Musk in the suit.
He just has to get a spaceship up into the atmosphere without having it blow up for a change.
Yeah, and he needs to get his hair longer and not have that crazy, crazy high hairline.
He can wear a wig. It's fine.
That is a fucking hair implant.
Why the hell he hasn't done that cosplay?
The 3 officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drives Master offers a salute resembling a dance involving a complicated manipulation of all the Tech Priest's mechadendrites. Tech Priests sometimes have mechanical tentacles on their assholes, which is what that guy behind the flag has.
That seems uncomfortable.
Yeah. Sexy.
I serve at your pleasure, Lord Captain.
Did you see the traffic jam a bunch of self-driving cars did? No, but I gotta see that after the stream. Oh my god, we have to go through all of this shit.
Yes.
Infernus Master's report.
Jesus.
Which one is that?
This is, the Infernus is the anti-fire brigade.
The anti-fire, so are they for fire, or are they trying to spread the fire, or are they against the fire?
They put them out.
Okay, just call them firemen.
I was going to say, it is what it seems in this scenario. It is not something horrible and a
This
meat
is
grinding
Warhammer.
foe.
You can never trust it.
You can trust that they will fight fires.
I don't know. I've seen the Sisters of Battle. They'll blow torch an entire fucking planet.
Fires inside the ship.
So, his name Faisal Nalzi? What the fuck? I'm just gonna
They just rolled up on a D&D like thing and just hit like randomized name.
Sometimes it feels
Arch.
like it.
Arch. The chicken.
Oh god. The chicken. Yes, Lord Captain. The tall young man bows his head in deference. I can report that all the fires across the decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment in terms of material losses and crew casualties has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factotum.
I can hear the smile on your face while you're doing that voice.
Speaking of which, Arch, after this, after we're done here, I do need to talk to you about maybe bringing that character back for something.
Jesus Christ. The post passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. Abelard remarks in a low-pitched voice for your ears only. The lad is managing well so far. He can take the heat, so to speak. Abelard, was that a joke? What the fuck?
What do you have to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your ladyship, and will personally ensure that all the damaged components are given into the tech priest's hands for attention. I've told them not to fuck them too, and that all the lost supplies are replaced. There's only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We don't do slavery anymore. We've lost more than 2,000
Yes, we do.
crew members.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
I was going to say, the Imperium itself is basically just one giant...
Bullshit, we're gonna go over to a planet. Give us like a few days and we'll get a couple thousand more. And unfortunately, this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. Everyone's like, no, they do slavery.
I cannot do this single-handedly. I can only nut so many times a day.
We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet. Oh my god, they really are. Right, Kid Minerus. However, the planet, the whole system, in fact, belongs to the Winter-Scale Rogue Trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter of the Rogue Trader. You're all fucked. You're gonna have me do negotiations.
I mean, to be fair, the alternative is to stay on a flaming ship in orbit.
You're all fucked.
She brings back a whole bunch of people, and he's sitting there like, you did meet with the governor? Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, you see him? He's the one in the chains back there.
In completely, like, unrelated news, let's get the fuck off this planet really fast.
Basically how I would handle it.
Oh, this went from a trip for help to we're kidnapping this person.
Yep.
Especially true given Caligos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planets. Rumbles Abelard. Frown.
Oh, fuck it. Let's go steal some people. It feels like we'll be giving them promotions. Drive Master, I will hear from you now.
It's kind of like a lateral promotion. Like, you don't get paid anymore, but you get to travel.
Exactly. Who wants to be...
I'll do it.
No, make Mike do it. You've been doing enough.
Yeah, the only one
Okay.
I've had so far is old Jewish lady. Zira Talar. Okay, so who... Alright, so what's he... Oh, he's a tech priest. Okay, I have to...
He's a toaster fucker.
A voice distorted by a Vox retranslator emerges from under the tech priest's scarlet hood. Damn it, you stupid cat! Shut up.
It's canon. Zero's just a cat.
He has a cat with him. It's a security cat. It's fine.
Lord Captain.
Alright, hang on.
Wait a minute.
Let me get back into this. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed, thank the Omni Messiah. But its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger.
Thank you, Scotty. We'll make it go
spit
faster.
everywhere.
I'm surprised you wanted to burn the Scottish accent so quickly when there's a Space Marine Viking coming up soon.
I didn't necessarily consider him a Viking.
Just a big old Scotsman.
Give me some. Let me have some ideas later on. Is this me again?
Yes.
With great sorrow, I must also report that the engineer, prime overseer, and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained from part of him. A most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magus. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible.
We will try that. We will try to get somebody to do that voice.
Which one?
He just comes in.
Yeah, someone's got to
wait,
do him as the Swedish chef.
What voice?
Okay, so because if you
Swedish
want a
chef.
good Viking voice, just do Swedish chef.
Peter Bird and Durgan.
Big summer blowout. That motherfucker.
I see, thank you. Oh, it's a she. That makes it funnier.
The tech priest bows her head.
Master Hellsman, deliver your status report. You redneck
That's me.
fuck.
Hey, Toothless. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outleak is bleak. The ship sounds more or less, but without our engineer prime and navigator who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads.
We could find out.
Your ladyship, if you will allow me to interject. When we arrived in this system, my crew followed standard protocol and conducted a count of all the available communication channels in the region. All of them. We got all of them. One of them was a Navis Nobilite station. The station maintains complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck. A true blessing from the God Emperor.
To do American Southern, it depends on what you're doing, because there's like you said, it's regional.
The one I do is from Kentucky.
I can do the Southern Belle type. Well, howdy, y'all. I do declare.
That's the Georgia peach.
Yep.
I can do the hillbilly and the Sam Elliott.
For Sam Elliott's more of a Texas thing.
Exactly.
A sharp
A
bolt
sharp-
of pain lances through your skull as if in response to what you just heard. You understand that it is not the God Emperor you should thank for such good fortune. The words of the demon that appeared before you during the translation to real space echo in your mind.
I am the will of the Weaver of Destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of this maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation.
You just hear Sachi yelling, "Shut the fuck up!"
Oh, cool. Now you're in my head, I guess. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up those asteroids to use your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, you can go around and round this system till our heads are swimming as long as the promethium and supplies last. And if any thick as grog shit lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out. So don't you worry on that score.
Let's see. Master of Ordnance, do you have anything to report? Did anyone voice this thing?
Can anyone? Anyone can.
Uh,
I like
you
this.
wanna
Hold
pick?
on. This guy. This guy is great.
All right.
Master of
Now, do we
Ordnance.
have any description of whatever this? Zoom in on that if you can. Can you like do a
So-
close up of like whatever? Okay, so it's a guy.
Mike, there's a possibility of this man being shot. So play it like that.
It's a red shirt.
I was like, no, I know exactly how to play this, and it's going to make this all the more horrible because I'm the only person here that can do this accent.
Oh god, I know exactly what you're gonna do.
The Master of Ordnance gives you a gloomy look. No, my job is simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire where I'm told. But just ask anyone. We've got no able crew. No Lord Captain. No leader. We're going to the moon before the decade is out. Anybody guess what I'm doing here? This'll be funny.
I know what you're doing. I just fell off
Mayor
screen laughing.
Quimby. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself.
I am not a donut. So what? Comes the officer's hostile and bitter reply. It is as if a dam has burst inside and all his pent-up emotions are rushing out of him. The ship's in ruins. Every second officer's dead. And now we've got a Green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us to avoid knows where.
Shoot him.
I like that only one person. Okay, two people have figured it out, but I do love what everyone else's guesses because it makes me laugh.
Silence! The bridge's magnificent glass panes seem to tremble under the force of Abelard's roar. Enforcers, seize this mutineer.
Fuck you. You work for Nixon.
Abelard grunts. If only one officer out of the whole lot has fallen to pieces, then that's not bad at all, your ladyship. I do humbly apologize on behalf of the crew. What would you have us do with the Master of Ordnance? The former Master of Ordnance, I should say. Besides find a replacement, that is, for we already have one lined up. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Abelard's just in the corner. Shoot him, shoot him.
Ask not what you can do for the Imperium, but what you can do for me.
Alright, chat. Vote 1, 2, or 3. I will let the chat make this terrible decision. You are not going to clap his cheeks.
Yeah, no, that's not an option here. Thank God.
The Lord Captain has commanded that I clap his cheeks. Excuse me while I go put on my riz. Disgusting.
Oh god, chat.
shoot him?
You're not getting choice 4. You're not clapping the cheeks.
Abelard takes down his pants and starts shuffling over.
If someone makes that fucking mod, I'm blaming you.
Come here, boy. To shoot him.
Yeah, no. Shit wants his ass fucking executed. Shit. I wanted to go with 1, but fuck it, chat's going with 2.
To shoot him. Abelard nods stiffly. Consider it done. Take him away.
I feel like violence today, said chat. Oh, you don't get to do the murder in front of me? The brittle laughter of the Master of Ordnance reverberates around the bridge as he is led to his fate.
We would not deign to bloody your carpet in your presence, Lord Captain.
Oh, but I wanted to watch.
We're gonna take him out back and hit him like Old Yeller.
Are you just gonna send him out into space?
Ow!
That's all you hear as he gets led across the ship.
Hey, the captain said not to clap his cheeks.
To summarize, we have
This
sustained.
must have been what Maryland felt like.
To surmise, we have serious losses in crew members, and we require a new engineer prime and navigator. Engineer prime. Fuck you, same thing. Is this all preventing us from continuing the voyage? That and us
Bobby,
shooting
Jen,
people?
help me.
Precisely, Lord Captain. But bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship system must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station, home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we will never reach Footfall without first solving these 3 immediate problems.
So I looked away for 2 seconds, and I thought that said football station, and I had to read that like twice quietly.
Goj Van Dyer would be pleased. I'm never going to stop making feet jokes because it's lore.
Wait, why?
During the Age of Apostasy, somebody took charge of the Imperium who was part of the church, and he made essentially where the Sisters of Battle came from is they were shoeless servant girls who acted as his bodyguards, consorts, servants, and fuck buddies.
Well, that was an evolution. So does that mean they walk
Profound.
around shoeless?
He saw what must be clapped, and it was so. Absolutely.
Hell yeah. That's exactly what happened here.
Thank you. The assembly officers salute you as one.
No, not that salute. Hold on. Hold on a minute.
Wait a minute, it's Warhammer. That might be that salute.
Wrong part of the galaxy. We are not on Krieg. Quit that shit. Your ladyship here is one other thing. A confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, Abelard hesitates, your eternally esteemed predecessor, that bitch, brought the ship here to this system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything. And I shall tell you. Right now. The Lord Inquisitor, the Hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will in the Coronis Expanse.
Corona's
Big
expanse, you're just
Daddy-
getting drunk? Look, it was 2 Coronas I can make a joke about. The other one probably would still get me in trouble.
We need to avoid...
So essentially, the chief of the secret police here in the Coronis Expanse, where we are, this little sector of space, called Von Valencius and was like, bitch, do a thing for me. And then she died.
Does that mean we still have
And-
to do the thing?
Well, here's the thing. Those guys are the ones who can requisition, like they can walk up to a space marine and say, hey, you're my pet now.
Oh.
And those are the people who you would be pissing off if you didn't do the thing.
Okay. Let's
So
not
do the
piss them
roper.
off.
Yes, quite right. XC, Xavier Calcazar,
The fuck are these names?
or Xavier. Whatever his name is, I never really got.
He was Xavier Renegade.
The
you referencing
Inquisition.
what I think you're referencing?
Yes, yes, I am.
As a point of reference, yes, the Inquisition and Space Marines technically do have the same authorization, but the Inquisition are the ones who collect the gene seed tithe, and therefore keep them by the nuts.
Every time you say Inquisition, the song comes in my head.
The Inquisition. Yeah, exactly. Lady
Yeah,
Theodora
yeah.
was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Heinrich von Kallax, an interrogator, you understand. The Inquisitor's little bitch. All I know is that he is somewhere in the system. That we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to Footfall, in the Furibundus system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, neither the Navis Nobilite or the Governor of the Reichsad Minoris, might know something. Here's the fun part where we actually get to choose. We're coming up on the part where we get to choose. I vote we go for Fishwife, because she's great.
What?
That's an Fishwife or the toaster fucker with the most bland interrogator on Earth. I vote Fishwife. That's all I'm saying.
You've gotten to the romance options in this already, haven't you?
Oh, I'm gonna plow that fish.
You're just mad you can't plow Dommy Mommy.
You're correct. That is
So
all
is
of it, your ladyship.
most of the fan base, apparently.
You're fucking right. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of the daily burden of the rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valencia's protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and it seems he is about to offer some words of encouragement.
He's just gonna tell me to suck it up, bitch, isn't he?
Idira, Sister Argenta, explain yourself.
The Sister of Battle grimly nods toward Adira. The psyker is suffering some ailment or dark madness. She insists on seeing the rogue trader. I judge that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. I've been calling her words I can't say around here. For a brief moment, the Sister Argenta's voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader.
Wait a minute, why are you wearing shoes on the deck?
Do you see how much broken glass there is? I had to put the shoes on. Adira's glazed eyes rove over the assembled. One word burst from her lips. Daybreak. There's nothing else of value to report.
Okay.
Fuck it, let her just talk madness.
Just, uh-huh.
Damn it! Adira presses her fingers to her temper in desperation. Your ladyship, here is the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard. My head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is. No matter how hard I try, a single word is all I can make out. Daybreak, or maybe it's dawn? And it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark?
We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything, Mistress Glass? Like, where the fuck are your meds? Why are you here?
No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make sense of any of it. As soon as I try or sense anything, I'll report it. Alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. The psyker's bitten lips stretched into a weary smile. If there's nothing else of value, fuck off. I want to take a nap.
Shoes off next time, ladies.
Clean the fucking floors and we'll take them off. Okay, so now we can... Okay, so here's the choice. Do you guys want to continue with more of this and bring in Arch into the game, or do you guys want to do some indies?
It's up to you, friend.
Because Mike doesn't have the game yet.
No, I do not. I'll probably be picking that up tomorrow.
Gets the Psyker some chapstick. We'll also be doing indies on Saturday, so don't worry if we don't do indies tonight.
Last, stop licking your lips. It's weird.
Arch, you get to make the choice tonight. More Rogue Trader or indies? Fuck the chat. Yeah, I make Mike make choices too, so you have to make one.
But why?
Because it's this or mannequins.
Roll dice.
Rolling for...
How we solve all our most complex problems.
Either
I mean,
indies or...
We have a few people. The very first ones to respond were more indies.
I think that's probably the one.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
Alright, let me save.
Do not mind.
And we will do an indie or two. We do have a lot to do. Oh, don't worry, guys. Arch is still being tortured by the first indie. He's not getting out of this unscathed.